Thank you for coming out to the District 5 Exchange this morning. That may sound a little bit different to you. I don't know if you paid attention a lot when you saw the email, but this is not the business before breakfast or business and breakfast. And we're not replacing the First Friday Means Business program that's on the first Friday of the month for the Chamber. This is the District 5 Exchange, and we'll have this once a year in East Dublin. We may have it here at the Bank of Dudley. We may move it to another location, but the purpose of this breakfast today is to welcome the folks from East Dublin, the business that's happening in East Dublin, and we want people to be aware of what's going on the east side. So we got a great lineup of speakers here today, and they're going to share with you everything that's going on from business to government on the east side of Dublin. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn things over to Sam Bell with the Bank of Dudley. They're one of our sponsors today. He's going to introduce our other sponsors to you, and then we're going to hear from some of our government and local leaders.
Thank you. I appreciate all y'all being out this morning, coming out early. I'm going to put somebody from the Bank of Dudley on the spot shortly, so all of y'all start sweating right now. There's a lot going on. This is a great time of the year. I don't know of a better time of the year. Now, first of all, I told everybody from the Bank of Dudley to wear their blue shirts. I just can't wear, no offense to all of my West Lawrence friends and Trinity friends, I just can't wear blue on Friday before Georgia plays. Okay? This is red and black, and that's not normally the Bank of Dudley colors, but they are on Friday in the fall and Saturday in the fall. We got a lot of sponsors, and I'm going to introduce each sponsor. They're going to say just a word about their business. When we get to the government portion, which would be the Lawrence County Board of Education, the mayor, and City Council of East Dublin, and the we have a special guest who they aren't sponsors, but they're going to tell us what's going on with the county government on the east side right now. So they're going to be last, but I'm going to start off with Dwayne Edge from Middle Georgia Mechanical. Dwayne, I remember when we had the ribbon cutting for your business right down the street. That's right. And that's been, you come tell us.
Yeah. It is a special day for us and our company. Yesterday was our 25th year in business. We've got a few notes here I want to go over. First of all, I want to introduce my beautiful bride, Linda. She's been my backbone of the company forever, and thank her for all she's done. In the beginning of the business, as Sam says, I want to thank him, Mr. Emery Lake, all the council of East Dublin. I think they're all still the same people now. But thank East Dublin and Lawrence County for the 25 years that we've done here in business. A few things that we've done over the last 25 years. We've reached the top 10 in the nation with Rudd Air Conditioning Division numerous times. We've done top 10 in the state with Carrier. Since we started the business, we have now become the largest and oldest company in Lawrence County. So we've gained #1 spot there. If everybody knows me, I like to be first. So that's what I try to do. So, and I've got a numerous of employees here. I'm gonna, like Sam, gonna call some of them out, so if your face turns red. Y'all raise your hand anyway. We have got a large staff of people. First of all, Linda, my wife, is part owner. Kristen's my daughter. She's service manager. Michael, my son, he's project manager. And we got Jim, he's our commercial estimator. We got Cheryl Sumner, she's our chief executive, Sam, don't listen to this, finance officer. So if you need money for air conditioning, if Sam won't let you have it, come see us. Star Price, she does our PM service maintenance programs. Lindsay, she does our dispatching for residential and commercial service calls. Tabitha, she's our commercial PM service coordinator. And on our technician side, we got Danny Daniels, been with the company forever, about as long as the company's been. Derek Edge, same way. Brian Wood, Mark Batcher, Chris Culpepper, Chris Mullis. Some of you guys may have seen a lot of these people out and about the community or in your house. Tons of installers. Steve, got Steve, Adam, Casey, Jason, T, James, Bradley, Roy, Corey, Phantom, David, Michael, and I apologize if I left any out. But anyway, that's who we are. Most people doesn't realize that Middle Georgia Mechanical has worked and strived to become who we are for so long, and we couldn't do it without everybody's support. It was a dream of mine 25 years ago to start a business, to give people a good place to work, provide a good service at a reasonable price. And 25 years later, I'm proud. I'm proud of my company. I'm proud of all the people that are here. I'm no more than what my company is, and I want to say that we're a lot. If you need any air conditioning business at all, indoor air quality, we do duct cleaning, duct tightening, major repairs, commercial, residential. We just finished renovations at Lawrence County Courthouse. We've done the Lawrence County Health Department new. We've done some work at this bank and all the other banks in town. And to mention this bank, as a kid, just to get some history of me, this bank was originally built as C&S Bank, way back. And I opened an account here as a kid, a little passbook savings account. So I've been affiliated with this building for about as long as the building has been here. So, but I am proud, loving Lawrence County, proud of everybody here. Thank y'all for doing business with us. If you need any air conditioning and indoor air quality, give us a call.
At Bank of Dudley, we want to help you with your lending needs. Whether you're thinking of buying a new car, remodeling your home, or just want to go on a vacation, let the lenders at the Bank of Dudley help you realize your dreams. See Kevin O'Neill, Mike Gay, or Kim Kennedy at our Veterans Boulevard branch, Pat Ford, or Carol White in downtown Dublin, or see Jane Frederick in East Dublin. Check out one of our 5 convenient locations today: East Dublin, Jeffersonville, Dudley, Veterans Boulevard, or downtown Dublin. Bank of Dudley, a part of our community since 1905, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Next, I'm gonna call on Charles Chambers, Water Filtration. I might get in trouble saying this, but I don't know how long I've been knowing Charles, but I can tell you this. This was before Taffy. The girl I dated years ago, we used to babysit for Charles's children. Do you remember that?
Good morning. Thank you. All these new faces, but most of them are people that have been on. A little history of Chambers Water Filtration. I started this business in May of 1986. I was across town, south of town, back across town, and so I always wanted to come back to East Dublin, be on Central Drive. It was the best thing that we ever done. I want to thank all the chamber members, the chambers, all the people that we work with. I'm not a man of a lot of words, as most people know, but I do have my wife Patty in the back right there, and my daughter Tammy. Tammy's been working with me for a little over 5 years. And the rest of the people, I made them work. Dwayne's a lot better boss man than I am. He just lets them come. But anyway, we do appreciate everybody's business. We've got some of the greatest customers I think in the world around here. We actually keep 99% of them satisfied. So we appreciate it. And Sam, another thing too, I remember Sam, we rode the same school bus. We stopped at Bruton right in front of Mr. Fillmore's. Everybody loaded up, and Sam was always the last one on the bus. So it has been a while. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate your business. Thank you much.
I just want to say, just glad to be here this morning. We're a small company, but we're ready to do your document destruction. Me or either my son Ashley will be glad to do it for you. Thank you.
On behalf of Dr. Julie Alligood, the Superintendent of Lawrence County Board of Education, have Ms. Holly Deal.
On behalf of Dr. Alligood, I'd like to thank you for coming this morning. We are very honored to represent Bank of Dudley and the other local businesses in sponsoring this breakfast. We, unlike others as far as serving the community as a business, we have business opportunities we offer you, but we serve your children in the community. And I'd like to take this moment to thank you for what you do for our students in our schools, because I have the pleasure of going in and out of all the schools in the county. We have 4 on the east side and 4 on the west side. And I go in and out of a lot of the businesses in town, and I'm just amazed at the way that this community on the east side and the west side support our schools. I'm not originally from here, I'm from Savannah. And in Savannah, it's such a big community, you don't see the kind of support that I've seen since I've been here. I've been here over 20 years. And it's an amazing thing, what I've witnessed here. We have some of our principals here today, and I'd like to give them an opportunity to come and share a little bit about what's going on in their schools. Let's see, we have, and I feel like I'm going to fall off this ladder, so I'm going to step down a minute. And you may have heard that school was canceled today, and just in case you didn't know, we had a water main break on the east side. So it's kind of hard to send half the kids to school and half not. So the kids are real excited today about not being in school. Some of the staff's not too excited about going to school, but anyways, some of the principals couldn't be here today because they're at school trying to handle things with a lot of phone calls that are coming in. But on east side, we have for East Lawrence Primary, Dr. Sherry Mormon. And what I'd like for them to do is come and tell you just a minute or two something that's going on at their school. It's Dr. Sherry Mormon, East Lawrence Primary.
Just like Ms. Deal said, we are very excited to have your children, and we do our very best to serve them in the best manner possible. The state in the last few years has made a change from giving schools a grade just based on the number of kids passing to looking sometimes at what really matters, which is growth. You know, unlike business, we don't get to choose our raw materials. We take the raw materials that walk in through the door. And so we work really hard to take those students that are given to us and to bring them up in the best way we can. And I'm very excited to say, and we worried about this greatly because now teachers and principals are graded on the growth level of your children. And at East Lawrence Primary last year, we had a growth rate that exceeded 93%, which is extremely high. So we're doing our very best for your children.
One of the things new for the primary school and the elementary school is we had the pre-K students formerly at East Lawrence Primary. And because of the size of the school with students, it was growing so much at the primary school, we moved the 110 pre-K students from East Lawrence Primary over to East Lawrence Elementary School, which has been a big change. Eddie Morris has formerly been the principal at East Lawrence High School. We're very honored to have him over at East Lawrence Elementary School. And I'm real tickled to have him working with pre-K students. I'm the director of pre-K, so it's pretty neat to see a bunch of 4-year-olds over there with 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. And it's been a big change for that school, I know. But I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Eddie Morris, and if you'll tell us a little bit about East Lawrence Elementary.
I appreciate the opportunity to be here, and I appreciate what you do for our school. You're more than welcome to come to East Lawrence Elementary at any time. I would tell you that Sam and I were roommates in college, and so if you need anything on Sam, if you'll just see me, we probably can work you out a loan with some things I know. So, but I do appreciate this community. I graduated from East Lawrence High School. Raised on Elm Street and in Bruton, and this is a great community, and I'm excited about the things that's going on at East Lawrence schools. Thank you very much.
Last year, Dr. O.J. Hall became the principal of East Lawrence Middle School, and this year he is split between East Lawrence Middle School and East Lawrence High School. It's a challenging job to be a principal at 6 through 12. And Dr. Hall, if you'll come tell us a little bit about some of the things going on, and if you'll share a little bit about some of the PLCs that are taking place at the school.
The most challenging thing this week has not been trying to handle a school of 6th through 12th grade. It's homecoming week, so the biggest problem I've had this week is trying to keep those students from figuring out where I live to keep my house from being rolled. It is currently Friday morning. They have not found me yet, but I won't count them out. We've had a great time over at East Lawrence High School. Most of you probably know I graduated from West Lawrence High School and started my career over there as well. And last year was my first year with the East Dublin community, and I appreciate what the Bank of Dudley as well as the other business owners in here have done for us at East Lawrence Middle and High School and welcoming me and my family with opening arms. It's my first year at the high school, so I know a little bit more about the middle school. As you heard Dr. Mormon talk about the data earlier, at East Lawrence Middle School, we were blessed, and through the hard work of our students, the parents, and the teachers, we're going to be up in every single area but one across the board in the Georgia Milestones, which is a standardized test that our students take each year. That data has already been released, so some of you probably have seen it, but we're excited about that. Not only our teachers and our parents, but our kids put in a lot of hard work to make that happen as well. We had gains as high as 23% in 1 year. You don't see that often, and that's a testament to the hard work of our teachers and staff. And we hope to continue, now that we've made that big jump, to be able to increase at 3% and 5% levels each year and keep steady pace with the state average. So one of the things we've been pushing to our kids in these stubborn communities that they can learn, and they have accepted that challenge. My social superintendent spoke about the PLCs. We have PLCs every Wednesday across the entire district, and we've been focusing on instructional strategies and things and better services that we can provide our students. So once again, we're just excited about that. We're thankful for that. But most of all, we're thankful for the support that you provide us to help us serve your kids in this community. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jessica Hutchison, Community Relations Representative with Pruitt Health Hospice. The first thing I would like to mention is just to give you a definition of what hospice is. We are a compassionate care for people facing a life-limiting illness. A lot of questions people like to ask is what covers hospice services. And so I'd like to tell everyone that Medicare and Medicaid cover hospice at 100%, as well as most private insurances. We also cover patients wherever they reside, whether it be in home, in a nursing home, or in assisted living. Our nurses are trained in pain management, and we also provide spiritual and emotional support to our patients and families. Part of our team, we have nurse case managers, we have CNAs, chaplains, social workers, as well as volunteers. Please call us at Pruitt Health Hospice of Swainsboro. We're here, we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We want to be there for you and your family. Please give us a call.
For those of you who may not know, and you know, in education we have a lot of acronyms. We throw out a bunch of letters. PLC stands for Professional Learning Communities. And if you look at training, like I have 2 boys, and if you look at a baseball team and you send your first baseman and your shortstop and you send them off to train into camp, but you don't train the rest of your team, your first baseman and your shortstop, they're going to get better if they go to camp typically. But if you want your team to get better, you need to train your team. So we're doing a lot of training with our staff, and we do that through professional learning communities, and we call those PLC meetings. In Lawrence County, we have PLC meetings every Wednesday countywide, east side and west side. And those meetings are being conducted by the principals, assistant principals, and academic coaches in the schools. And we're really pleased with those. And the topics are countywide topics that we have planned, and they're being implemented through those PLC meetings. So everybody's getting the same training. So collectively, as you improve training with teachers, it indirectly improves instruction and student achievement. So we're real pleased with that. I've been really pleased to get to know Mr. Clifford Garnto. As a result of my child becoming friends with his child, I got to know Mr. Garnto. And over the years, we've developed a friendship and a professional relationship. He's principal at West Lawrence High School, which is one of the largest schools in the system, right at about 1,200. 1240. It's a pretty large school, if you're not familiar with it, out there in the small community off 257 in Dexter, and I'll let him come tell you a little bit about the positive things taking place.
First of all, I'd like to thank you guys for the investment that you put in our kids. I see those checks come through the mail. When those girls come to you and ask you for $100 for a sponsorship, you're generally Johnny on the spot, and those checks come rolling in, and they appreciate the support that you give them. One of the questions is always, well, how many kids are you up to? Well, we're just over 1240. We employ just over 100 employees. We are a large employer in the county. You know, in the county, there's a lot of people that come through there. There's probably 1,300 people there or more in one day. One of the things we're most proud of, though, is Move On When Ready. That's where our kids are going to college early. We have about 85 students who are going to OFTC, GMC, or Middle Georgia, and that's a large percent of our juniors and seniors. And it's really a free program for them in order to get a lot of their college out of the way before they actually enter college. Probably one of the most successful programs we've had, we started a CNA program 2 years ago. We've had a 100% pass rate in that CNA program. Starting in 2017, every student who goes into a nursing program has to have a CNA certificate before entering that program. This year we've got 26 kids who are in the CNA program at OFTC, and we hope to continue that success of 100% pass rate on that test.
Thank you very much. And just as a closing note, if we had the other principals here, and I regret that they couldn't be, but you can't leave everybody there at school without somebody being there with them. And if they were here, they would be able to tell you such positive things too. And despite what you might hear or see in the tele, those kind of things aren't what you need to base your decisions on Lawrence County schools or Dublin City schools on. If you have questions about what's going on in schools, pick up the phone and give us a call. There's a lot of positive things taking place. We'd love to share that with you. Give us a call. We'd love to tell you about it. We have bus tours coming up. We'd love for you to take time and come on some of those bus tours. Go in and out of the schools and check it out. Thank you for the opportunity to come to the breakfast this morning.
Thank you, Holly. And thank you for what the Lawrence County school system does, and the Dublin City and the Trinity school system. Thank you. At this time, I think Larry's going to step in for Mayor George Garnto, who's a little under the weather this morning. He may be out repairing a water main, I'm not sure. But at this time, help me welcome City Manager of East Dublin, Larry Drew.
City Administrator, that's what we call him on this side of the room. On behalf of the City of East Dublin, the Mayor and the Council, I'd like to welcome all of y'all here today. The Mayor's under the weather this morning, and also we got a Councilman, Al Williams, not here. So we got 4 councilmen here, Mayor Pro Tem Lynn Tanner, Councilman Braxton Brown, Councilman Dent Jackson, and Councilman Zillman Young here with us today. We'd like to welcome you to East Dublin. We're a young city. We was started off in 1952, so we're not old as the county and the city of Dublin. They celebrated their 200th year a few years back, but we welcome you here. Some of the things we got going on, we just finished a sewer project here on 80, first phase of it, and we got awarded a grant this week for the second phase. Is $303,000 to finish it. We annexed some property out on Nathaniel Drive all the way out 199 to the interstate. We done that, so one day on the mega site out there we can run water and sewer to it. So we spent a lot of money here in East Dublin on the sewer system here lately. We spent over $6 million in one place, you know, and we're still putting in sewer. Most people, about 90% of the town has sewer at this point. But we got a good group of employees. We welcome you to East Dublin. We thank you for all the businesses that's here today. We thank for the Bank of Dudley for sponsoring this, and we, as a city, helping sponsor it. If we can do anything for us, just give us a call. We're sorry about this water break at the school and had to call the school off today, but the things like that happen. But the guys out there repairing it right now, hope to have it done, fixed up by 11 o'clock. Thank y'all.
Hodges Roofing Company in Dublin is your trusted experts for all your roofing needs. If you need repair, need a leak stopped, or new construction, metal roofs or shingles, commercial or residential, nobody's better. Hodges Roofing Company is locally owned and locally operated, a second-generation company. For all your roofing needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 290-2080. Hodges Roofing Company, 290-2080. Free estimates, and our workmanship is guaranteed. Don't have the cash? No problem. Financing is available at Hodges Roofing Company, 290-2080. Hodges Roofing Company, nobody's better.
It may have been some of the seniors that had something to do with that one. At this time, we're going to ask Brian Rogers and Emery Lake to come forward and give us a little information about what's going on with the county government on this side. There's a lot going on. I don't know if any of you have been north on the river about 4 or 5 miles, but anyway, I'm sure they'll speak to that and some other things that are going on the east side.
Brian made the mistake of printing in the paper about all these resurfacing, and my phone's been lit up pretty good because why wasn't my name on there? Anyway, thank you for coming. Let me tell you about Lawrence County. A lot of things happen that people don't understand. We have a super chamber. Heath's a great person. We have a super development authority. And where you recognize it or not, we have a lot going. And if you'll notice around us, all the counties, they're not doing very well. Lawrence County has done very well. We have people coming in from other counties wanting to know what the success is. With the success is hardworking people of this county like you that have small businesses here, and it's so critical for small businesses. Now, to give you an update, to tell you, right now, as you know, the VA is fixing to do another expansion. The hospital has just got through with an expansion. The hospital is the second largest employer of the county. The VA is first. Then we have other industries coming in. You got Dynex Surgery, about 80% filled, but you still got more jobs to come there. Valmier's on the move. Polymer is now under construction. So you can understand how many jobs that we got that's fixing to come in here. But that's not the good part of it. The good part of it, we're still working on the 257 area. We have some land there. We also are trying to get the old J.P. Stevens property that most of you know, 99 acres there. We're working on that, trying to get the contamination spill cleaned up, and we're working hard with that. And also we're working real hard with trying to get the old Mohawk building back in too. Now, the real good news is that the mega site, and we put a lot of money in the industries coming in. Now, next year, we're going to renew the splosh, and it's very important that we vote for that because this is going to take Lawrence County into the future for the next 6 years. And it's critical because we've got to try to finance what might be coming on the mega site. For most of you who don't know the mega site, we came down to the last day on Volvo. We would have had 6,000 employees on that complex. But Nikki Haley in South Carolina just outlasted us with money with the state and beat us out of it. Can you imagine 6,000 people on the complex here, what it would do? And this is the kind of things that we're doing and we're working for. Now, I'm really excited because the next 5 years is going to be really exciting for us here. And you just don't understand what could happen. But I think, and I'm not trying to be over positive with it, but I think that Lawrence County is right on the verge of exploding. I'll be honest with you. I think we really are. And we are now reaching out as far as Vidalia. We're already into Warner Robins, and these people are coming in here to work. I talked with 14 nurses at the hospital last week, and we only had one from Dublin that was on the ship on the third floor that was coming in. And I talked with these people, and they were coming in from McCrae, they were coming in from Warner Robins, Macon, all from around the areas to work here. We have basically 50,000 people in Lawrence County. And Monday through Friday, we have almost 100,000 people coming here. That's unbelievable, isn't it? Think about it. But that's what's happening here. So we're really excited about it, and hopefully with your help, because if we grow these industries and we bring them in here, the small businesses are going to grow, and when the small businesses are the backbone of your whole country, your small industries will make your towns. Now, your towns, your cities are losing a little population. The county is growing. I'm going to give you, I picked up something yesterday. I'm going to tell you right quick. This will give you an idea right quickly of what's happening. This year for Lawrence County, on permits that we've issued, we have 40 new homes that's coming in the county this year, already permits. We have 98 mobile homes that's been put in. It's usually a 2-to-1 ratio. We have 3 new businesses that have located this year, and then we have 8 additions that has been located this year. Now, that'll give you an idea of what's going on, because several years back, they probably were only 5 or 6 at a time that was building permits issued for. So we want to thank you, and we want to appreciate what you do for the county. And listen, hold on, because with your help, we're fixing to really grow. Thank you.
Just to touch a little bit about a little bit more on some of the projects we've got going on in Lawrence County, and specifically to the east side. Sam had asked me to speak about. I know I get probably 10, 15 questions a week on the River Bridge project that is going up from Country Club that will connect out to Buckeye Road. As everybody knows, it was the original completion date was September of 2016. As everybody's looked at their calendars, that day's here, and we're still not driving on it. But as with any major project like that, there's always going to be some unknowns and some hiccups. But last week, the DOT did approve a requested extension for the River Bridge project until summer of 2017. Now, that don't everybody get all upset and think, well, we might not even be driving over there until next summer. That's for all the environmental permits, that's for all the vegetative cover, everything to be totally completed and the project closed out. We hope that they will actually open the project up maybe early as spring of next year. A lot of it will be weather related as to what type of winter we have. The superstructure of the bridge should be completed this year, but then there's paving and things like that, and a lot of that is all temperature sensitive. So the actual date where we'll be maybe riding back and forth across that river via the new bridge, we hope would be maybe spring of 2017. But they did run into a few problems, weather related and geologically related, due to some of the rock formations that they hit in the river. So everybody be patient. It is being scaled back, not scaled back, but pushed back a little bit, but the project will happen shortly. One of the other things that not only affects the east side but all of Lawrence County is the upgrades we're doing to our current 911 system. One thing that the commissioners, especially over the last 5 years, have made such a priority is our public safety effort, not the law enforcement end of it, but the EMS, the rural fire, the 911. We are one of the few counties in Georgia that's fixing to make the switch to the next generation technology for 911. With over 75% of our emergency phone calls coming into the 911 center being via a cell phone, unlike it used to be with landlines, it just changes the whole dynamics of things. Whereas when you pick up a phone with a landline, we knew exactly where you were at, because of the phone in the house. Now everybody's got cell phones. So, like I said, almost 75% of our 911 calls are initiated over a cell phone. This next generation technology you'll be able to text an emergency coming in. We'll be able to receive live video feeds for emergency calls. We have a lot of people that can't hear, things like that, can't talk. This will help that. They'll actually be able to place a 911 call just by their video. And where it used to, even though we've had the technology to triangulate and locate you with your cell phone, it may take 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes to do so. And every time if they're in a bad area and that cell phone call drops or something like that, the process starts over. With this new technology, we'll be able to triangulate you and find you within just a matter of seconds. So as everybody knows, technology has just continued to increase drastically. But this new next generation technology, we hope, will make a difference, save lives, and make it better for our emergency responders, handling these issues. So we're very proud of that. We think it will greatly improve our services to the community. Emory touched on that everybody's phones, everybody's calling the commissioner's phone, so we just led a big resurfacing project, about 25 miles in Lawrence County. Of course, everybody wants to know, well, why wasn't it my road? And with over 600 miles of paved roads in Lawrence County and a total of 1,178 miles of county maintained roads, there's just no way to do everybody's in 1 year, I can tell you. So we're doing the best we can. We have quite a few roads that'll be completed over here on the east side. The Rockledge community's got a good many roads that are going to be completed on it. We try and take sections. We do have criteria. We look at traffic. We look at the age. We look at the condition of the roads. So it's not just, as a lot of people think, oh, it's just politics. That's not the case. There's a lot that goes into selecting projects, especially these transportation infrastructure projects. So bear with us. If you have any questions or any problems, please call Emory personally. Don't call me. But you're always welcome to the Commissioner's office. Please call us. Give us input. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what we can do better. Like I said, we take corrective criticism very well. Now, if you call it there and you're real irate and mad, sometimes that don't work as well, but we do value everybody's opinion, and we do encourage people to call us and let us know, because, like I said again, we're a very large geographic area, 860 square miles almost. It's hard to provide services that way in such a big area. We need your public input to let us know what we can do better to serve you. So thank you, and like I said, proud to be serving y'all.
I hope y'all have gotten something out of this. The new format, I hope you've been informed this morning. I hope it provoked some questions, some thoughts, comments. If you got a way that we can improve it, we'd like to hear that too. This is kind of this is a hybrid business and breakfast Friday, not a first Friday, not it is a District 5 exchange. So I hope you've gotten something out of this. I want somebody, and we've got a lot of Bank of Dudley folks here. I'm not going to try to introduce them. Dwayne, I couldn't ever remember. I couldn't have done a good a job as you did introducing your people. But I want somebody here from the Bank of Dudley to tell us what kind of special we got going on right now with car loans, ATVs, tractors, utility vehicles, whatever. Somebody tell me the rates. We do air conditioners too. All right, here's your chance. Can anybody quote them? What? For how long? 3.49 on cars for 60 months. ATV, new cars, got to qualify. ATVs like they sell right across the street at Shamrock Honda. Boats, tractors to do your food plots right now. Zero-turn lawnmowers. So we've got some really good rates. Talk to some of these people in the blue shirts with Bank of Dudley crest on them. They'll help you with that. Heath, we appreciate the chamber. We appreciate everything y'all do. I know this has gone a little long, but I hope y'all have been informed this morning. I think all of my people, I'm not going to start naming names other than Brandon, Jane, Kim, Pat, Huey, all those that had something to do with setting up the tables and so forth.